Sup gamers, it's me, GinePik, and welcome back to a brand new Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you guys a Honeycomb Farm that works for all Minecraft platforms, whether with your mobile device, Xbox, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, or PC. This Honeycomb Farm gives you up to 7 stacks of honeycomb per hour, which you can use to craft candles, honeycomb blocks, as well as waxing copper. This is the area that you'll be required to build this farm. It is a 9 wide, 13 wide, and 5 tall area. And also, make sure to build this farm inside of a chunk. That is because we are dealing with entities such as bees and hopper minecarts, and also this farm does depend on which dimension that you build on. Now the best dimension I'll recommend is the end or the nether. That's because bees can work 24 hours 7 in those two dimensions, whereas in overworld they sleep at night time, causing the farms to have bad rates. Once you unmark the area, make sure to go over here and start mining all of these blocks over here. Make sure to leave one block and mine all these blocks. Now replace these with flowering azalea leaves or azalea leaves. Bees can collect nectar from azalea as well as flowering azalea leaves, so make sure to use any one of them. Once you're done placing in the leaves like this, now go ahead and leave this block over here and place 2 solid blocks over here. Make sure they are solid blocks. Go ahead and grab your comparator, place a comparator over here. Make sure these 2 antennas are facing this block. Grab your solid block, place a solid block over here. Place 2 redstone dust over here, followed by a solid block. Now go ahead and grab your glass block, place a glass block over here, followed by a solid block over here. Now grab your redstone dust, place 3 redstone dust over here, and it should connect. Once the redstone dust are connected, grab your redstone torch, place the redstone torch over here. Once you place the redstone torch, place the observer over here. Make sure the observer's face is looking at this redstone torch. It's really important that the observer should be looking at the redstone torch. Once you're done, go ahead and mine this leaf temporarily. Grab your dispenser. It should be a dispenser. Make sure the dispenser's hole is facing this way. Make sure it is a dispenser and it should be facing like this. Once you're done, this is the first module of the farm. Now go ahead and create this 13 more times. Once you're done, it should look something like this. Every 13 modules will be the exact same. Make sure that all the redstone and everything is done correctly. Once you're done, make your way over here. Now place 2 solid blocks over here. Make sure these are solid blocks, and go ahead and do the same over here as well. Make sure to place 2 solid blocks in these locations. Once that is done, go ahead and grab your glass blocks. You can also use solid blocks. And go ahead and encase this whole area with glass blocks. If you want to use solid blocks, you can go ahead. Once you're done placing glass blocks like this, go ahead and place glass blocks on top as well. You can also use solid blocks. Once you're done, now go ahead and grab your hopper. Now place 1 hopper on top like this. Make sure the hopper is facing into the dispenser. Now go ahead and do this to all the dispensers. Once you're done, it should look something like this. Make sure all the hoppers are facing into the dispenser. Once you're done, go ahead and grab your solid blocks. Place 2 solid blocks over here. Now go ahead and place a temporary block over here, followed by a solid block. Make sure the solid block's over here. Once that is done, go ahead and grab your rail as well as your powered rail. Now go ahead and place a powered rail here, followed by a regular rail on top. Now go ahead and crouch powered rail on all top on these hoppers. Make sure powered rail is across all of these hoppers. Once you're done placing in the power rails on top, go ahead and place 2 solid blocks over here, followed by a regular rail and a powered rail. Now go ahead and do the same. Temporary block over here, followed by a solid block, and it should be something like this. Now go ahead and grab your lever, place a lever over here. Now you can go ahead and place a lever here, that's all up to you. Go ahead and flick it on. Now this end should always be powered. Now you have to power all of these power rails. Now go ahead and place a lever here. If you use a glass block over here, then this hopper will not get locked. Go ahead and flick it on and all of these powered rails will get powered. Now go ahead and place a lever over here. Now this will be the area where you'll be feeding in all of the dispensers with shears. Now make your way over here, grab your hopper, place the hopper facing into the rail like this. Now go ahead and grab your minecart chest, and this will be the area where every shear will be going into this chest. Now go ahead and grab your chest, place it on top of these hopper. Now if you want to add even more, you can go ahead and tower this up as long as you want, and this will be the area where you'll be adding your shears. This farm is mainly made for honeycombs and not for honey bottles. Now make your way to the back of the farm, grab your redstone dust, place redstone dust on all of these solid blocks. Once you place redstone dust on all of these solid blocks, go ahead and grab your solid block, place a solid block over here, now followed by a button. Now if the farm breaks without having shears, all you have to do is refill this whole thing with shears and activate it, and that will make the farm rerun again. So if the farm ever breaks, make sure to put in the shears in the dispensers first. That's really important. Then go ahead and activate the button, and that will make the farm work again. Once you're done building, now we need to create the storage system of this farm. Now in order to build a storage system farm, we need to dig holes underneath where the leaves is, underneath where the beehive, underneath the solid block, as well as underneath the comparators. Reason why is because Bedrock Edition has weird item physics which causes the items to go back and forth in directions where it doesn't. So in order to prevent that from happening, we had to create the rail system underneath all of these areas. Now in order to do that, all you have to do is just start mining in the areas over here. Go ahead and mine whole area until the end, which is right over here, until the very last end beehive. Once you're done mining the area, make sure to mine the area for the minecart unloader as well, because that's the storage system of the choice. If you like to build your own, you can go ahead. A minecart unloader is a recommended as well as easy installation. First, go ahead and grab your chest, place a double chest over here. You can go ahead and expand this downward as much as you want. Go ahead and grab a hopper, place a hopper facing into the chest, a hopper facing into the chest like this, and this hopper facing into this hopper. This is your triple speed minecart unloader. Once done, go ahead and grab your comparator, place the comparator over here. Make sure these two antennas are facing this hopper. It's really important. I'm going to grab your solid block, place a solid block over here, followed by a redstone dust on top. Place the solid block over here. Once you're done, go ahead and grab your powered rail, place two powered rail over here. It should be powered rail. And go ahead and place a temporary rail over here. Break the rail, and this powered rail should be like this. It's really important that it should be like this, or else the minecart unloader will not work properly. Once you're done, go ahead and grab your piston, place the piston over here. Make sure the piston head is facing this direction. And go ahead and grab your redstone torch, place the redstone torch over here. The powered rail will get powered. Then go ahead and grab your fence gate. It can be any fence gate. Place the fence gate over here and open it. This will be your minecart unloader system done. Now we need to place the rails as well as powered rails underneath the system. Once you're done building in the minecart unloader, now go ahead and grab your solid block. Place the solid block over here, followed by a regular rail. Now place the solid block over here, followed by two regular rails here. Once done, now go ahead and grab your solid block, place solid block till the end right over here. Once you're done placing in the solid blocks, go ahead and grab your powered rail, place powered rail over here on all of these solid blocks. Now once you reach the end, go ahead and grab your regular rail, place a regular rail here. Now in order to power all of these powered rails, you can go ahead and place lever underneath the solid block, or if you want to use block of redstone, you can go ahead. But if you want to make it cheap, you can go ahead and use lever or redstone torch, but I'm going to use powered rail. It makes life easier for me. Now once you're done placing and powering all of these rails, once you have powered all the powered rails, go ahead and place a solid block, followed by a regular rail. Now go ahead and do the same over here as well. Once you reach the end, go ahead and place a regular rail here, followed by a solid block, and you know what to do, the exact same over here. And once you reach the end over here, go ahead and place a regular rail, followed by a solid block, and go ahead and do the exact same. Once you have reached the end, go ahead and place a solid block over here. It should be a solid block, so the hopper minecart can go back and unload the items into your storage system. And once you're done building in the system, go ahead and place solid blocks over here. You should not leave any hollow gaps. That's because of item physics in Bedrock. So make sure to place solid blocks all over here. And once done, and that is your system done. Now go ahead and grab your hopper minecart, place the hopper minecart over here. Now go ahead and push it if it doesn't activate. Once you're done placing in the hopper minecart and it will come back, if it reaches over here, that means you have done it correctly. If it doesn't, make sure to check what mistakes you have done. As you can see, the hopper minecart came back and I have done everything correctly. Now go ahead and add a lot of shears. Now you can go ahead and add as much as you want. Now make sure to add shears. Now once you're done adding the shears, go ahead and flick the lever. Once you flick the lever, all of the shears will be inside of the server. Make sure there's at least one shears in the dispensers. It's really important that all the dispensers should have at least one shear. Once you're done checking all of the dispensers if there are shears, now go ahead and grab your bee nest or bee hive. Make sure to have 3 bees in one bee hive or bee nest for the maximum efficiency. Go ahead and place bee hives or bee nest like this. Make sure it is facing at this direction. Once you're done placing the beehive bee next, now in order to get out, you can go ahead and eat a chorus fruit and you'll be good to go. As you can see, I ate a chorus fruit and I'm outside. Now for me, they will take time to come out for some reason. Now once you're done placing in the beehive, the bee next for you, it will come out immediately as soon as you place. As you can see, the bees came out, and once the bees comes out, they will start working. As you can see, they are going to collect the nectar from the azalea or flowering azalea which you placed. Now you can go ahead and turn on the minecart unloader, and you can go ahead and AFK here for as long as you want. I'm hoping today's Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorial was really helpful for whatever use you have for honeycomb, whether it was for creating candles, creating honeycomb blocks, or waxing your coppers. Make sure to leave a like, and also make sure to check out my channel because there's lots of Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorials and more. 1.17 farms coming. Now I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Adios.